Okay, maybe I already guys have to slide here about that problem. As we see here, the first one you see now, right? The first one we say is short, as we say, it's difficult, short life cycle. So it will be pressure to finish everything, and then you have to report every day what you have done. So this is also one problem. Okay, accepting for changes also. This is even is one good point in the same things. Also, it's is bad point, because every time the customer will come, okay, I don't want this, I don't want to change this, so it accept the change. This is also missing the documentations. This also is a point here. Require a wrong amount of automated testing, because actually this point, it's not that we can replace it with the manual, but okay, most of the models, they use automated testing. It means that they use the tools, many tools. They don't use the manual. They don't run the test cases manually. So the third is, or the, I don't know, number one, okay, developers and customer do testing. Developers and customer, you see. So this is also it's showing small amount of the destructive testing. So here, what they follow, what we call it is happy testing. Happy path testing means what they expect the user to do. The user, for example, will click this after this, after this. So they do this testing. So this is what we call it. It's happy path testing. This is what they do. So it's maybe the easy testing. So that's why we see is there is no destructive testing. Means that's okay. You have, I mean, for example, you have to try to put some fault in your system. No, they follow the opposite one, which is happy path testing. Overall, the quality data may be missing. Also, is of course there is no documentation, so the quality data will be missing. So this is some challenges. So what the solution for that? Just maybe in general, should have a good communication and collaborations. Good collaboration, because you see many things is based something like we are okay. Just working together, some groups working together, nothing is official. So that's why we say the first point is to have a good communication and collaboration within the team, also with the customer as well. The whole team, you see the second one also, the whole team should involve in testing. Testing cannot be seen as a separate task after implementation. So this is also point. This is just a solution for that problem. Also, early planning is crucial. So guys, this is just a solution, which is not maybe is practical, but okay. The point that since we work together, so better to have a good collaboration, better to work in the testing together. Also, if you see, it's the same point. Okay, we can also don't separate the testing. This is, of course, it is the approach to do that. Okay, testing should be in the same time of the implementations. But still, testing is remain challenge. So guys, here is the idea of the agile testing. Agile testing is just we divide our project into small project, and then we have to pass each these small project to pass many iterative, many phases from the development and then testing and then again development and testing. So this is agile testing. See, I give you here for the next one, which is example of agile testing. Here, what we call it, extreme programming. Extreme programming, as we say, is an example of agile testing. It's not that different. I mean, that's much here. It's only same idea of agile testing or agile methodology. Just maybe one thing is that we have this is for the next as well. We'll see. We generate the test first. Generate the test first before coding. Before coding, we generate the test also. The second point also here, it's each pair each pair work together. If you want to develop, for example, these things, this module, this function, these methods, not only you and other one will work with you. So here, this is to make sure that, okay, there is another one will review your work. Another one will review your work. Okay, this is maybe the two main point of extreme programming. So as we see, extreme programming, it's can consider as one example of the agile models. So the difference here, it's that's or the points of these extreme programming is we generate the test first in terms of testing out, okay? So we generate the test first, and then we code based on that test. We code based on that test. The second point is every pair work together, which is, we call it here pair programming. So if you develop anything, you have to develop it with another one. So we have this, we can say it's self-review, or we can say it's double review by other developers. The next is also the same, which is the step of example. What I mean, if you want to apply these methods or this model, what you have to do. So here the programmer first, as a first step, the programmer meets with the customer to see what they want. So here they will create, after that, they will create the user story. After now, okay, the requirements are divided into tasks with estimate times. Now we have these stories. Okay, we divide it into task with estimate time. Okay, we want to finish this is within, each one is 1 week or 1 day, or the customer is asked to prioritize the task. The customer, okay, which one you want it first? Tasks are assigned to the pair of programmers. So each two programmers will take one task. Unit testing are created based on the requirement. Okay, the pairs create code that buzz. Okay, here if you see here, this is now the other the first point. What we say is we have the test first, test and then code. So here we create the unit test. After that, we create code that buzz this test. We have, guys, one exercise only about that issue, which is how to create the test before the code. Okay, then you will see how we can do that. Everything is integrated every day. This is what we say is continuous integrations. Okay, pre-productions version is released. So now we have a small version, so we release that. And then the customer run the acceptance testings. So if you see, guys, here, it's the step of agile, same methods that we say is agile, but here we have two features, which is coding first, or not coding first, test first. Also, we have pair programmings. So this is how we can, if you want to run this or follow this extreme programming project. Okay, guys, this is another example, but here it's the same. We have here another model, which is test-driven development, TDD. We have exercise about it, this one. First, okay, the test is generating that the code doesn't pass. So here in the next slide, I show you what's mean doesn't pass. What's mean doesn't pass. So that's mean, okay, this is now the same idea. We have to create the test. We have to create the test in this test or TDD. We create the test. After that, we fail our code. We fail this, run this code and have it fail. Okay, we run this code because how we have it fail, we have two step or two way to do that. So this is the first one. After that, code is fixed. So now we have the test. We fail. Okay, we have our any simple code. Okay, of course it will fail. It will fail based on these test cases. What we have to do now, we fix our code. We fix the code to pass these test cases. After that, we refactor the code. This is we can say it's extra work, but it's okay because we just write a simple code and then we pass the test. I mean, we let the test to pass. After that, we have now to check our code again to see maybe there is the code we don't write it properly, so we just refactor the code. Okay, so maybe you can maybe you just use the function and see this function is long, and so now you can eliminate some sentence that is replicated. So this is the idea. We have to write the test and then we run the test to, okay, we run our test cases to fail our code. After that, we fix the code and then we to pass this test. After that, to refactor this code. So guys, the next slide maybe it's more clear. This is the step of test-driven developments. So as we see, we have the requirement and then we write the test cases for this requirement. Okay. Okay, guys, so they say here request or features. They don't say requirement. Even I write requirement, I say maybe there is no requirement here. They just define, or we can say the feature what they want based on the feature request, right? The test case. Okay, it's better request. After that, you see here the red point, they say, okay, run it and have it fail. We have now the important thing, we have test, but the code, we just write whatever. So of course it will fail. So that's why they say, run it and have it fail. Okay, we have it fail. And then now we have the test. We try to fix our code. We try to fix our code to pass these test cases. And then we improve the test case or no, improve the code, just refactor the code and clean it. So this is the step. So let's see, you have a login screen and you just, for example, for this login, one requirement is, for example, the user should be 8 characters. So now you should, maybe this is, you can say, okay, I will write the test cases. The test cases, for example, I can write 2 test cases. One test cases is the, okay, whatever, even one test cases. For example, the test cases, it's 6 characters. So now this is the test cases. You have the name, but with 6 characters. So what you have to do, you will now you will test your code. You don't have even code. You will test, so it will fail because what we write in the fail code, just a simple code, maybe just one sentence. You just print. Okay, can be. And then now we fix the code. How we fix the code? We go to the if statement. We can create if statement in our code, and then we check, okay, if the username length is for example 8 characters or more, so maybe go to the next step, which is, for example, show main menu or main page. So this is what we mean by this step. So we have the test cases, for example, as we can see again, the test cases is the character should be 8 the username should be 8 characters. So how to fail it? Just write whatever code. After that, you write the correct code. The correct code based on this requirement, which is the character should be 8. That means if I will write if the length of username is greater than 8, so okay, this is to check only the length, not to check either the username is correct or not. Okay, so this is how to write, maybe how to use the test-driven developments. Okay, create the test first and then let it fail. After that, fix your code. Fix your code to meet these test cases. So here, how to test to make your test fail? Just guys, as I told you, just maybe you can write write whatever in that test. They have here 2 options. The first, okay, write the test that reference a function in the code that doesn't exist. Okay, this is the easy one. Okay, you have function is not there. function not there, so it will fail. The second thing we have, this is what we will use in the exercise. We have to call it is assert statement. Assert something like it will alert or it will bump error. Okay, you just say, okay, now we don't have any code, so this is error. That's all. So this is how to write unit test that fail your code. Okay, guys.